You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got on me.
G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. All the information is in the description box. And follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter at BoxingFirst Jeff TV. Now, we all know that Deontay Wilder had his first interview since the loss to Tyson Fury in the rematch. It was on the PBC podcast. For the people that have not heard the interview with Deontay Wilder, you could definitely check it out on my channel. It was an interesting listen, for sure. And one of the main things that Deontay Wilder actually said is that he doesn't view Tyson Fury as the champion because they still have one more fight to settle the score. And Roy Jones had some comments about that, but let me get into my comments first. Prior to me going to what Roy Jones had to say. Number one, I mean, the first fight was a draw. So Deontay Wilder was acknowledged as a champion before the first fight. He was acknowledged as a champion after the first fight because he was the champion. Nobody ever said he wasn't the champion. Tyson Fury won the rematch. 7th round stoppage. It wasn't a decision, it was a stoppage, and he won 6 out of 7 rounds. Now Tyson Fury is the champion. So even though there's a third fight, somebody has to come in as the champion and somebody has to come in as a challenger. Tyson Fury won the last fight, so he is technically the champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is technically the champion and Deontay Wilder is the technical challenger in the trilogy fight. So I can understand it from a psychological perspective, I guess, but just sometimes Wilder says things and it don't come out right, like from the costume thing to now this, like, and you wonder why people jump on his case. And Roy Jones definitely jumped on his case. Roy Jones basically said he don't see how Wilder doesn't see Fury as anything but a champion. Like, he said, like, he stopped him. Like, he won by stoppage. So what other way are you supposed to look at it? And that's what Roy Jones said, and I agree with that 100%. And Roy Jones also said that out of the total 19 rounds, he feels like Tyson Fury's won 14 of 15 rounds out of the 19, which, again, that's something that I agree with. And I've done a video on this channel stating the exact same thing. Out of 19 rounds, you'd be hard-pressed to find more than 5 rounds that Deontay Wilder has won. And that's whether you are a Wilder fan, a Fury fan, or you're not a fan of neither one and you're just a fan of boxing. When you fight 19 rounds against the same guy and you've lost 80% of the rounds, you have no choice but to acknowledge that other person as the champion, especially if that person stopped you in the rematch. So I think a lot of this is just a psychological thing for Deontay Wilder in terms of the statements that he was making, which is perfectly fine. And then to cap off what Roy Jones was saying, he said he thinks Anthony Joshua is the tougher matchup for Tyson Fury than Deontay Wilder. And styles make fights. And again, I agree with that as well. Like, I think AJ has more tools in the toolbox. There's more things that AJ can do inside of the ring that will get Tyson Fury trouble. And his offensive arsenal is better than Deontay Wilder's. So everything that Roy Jones said, I agree with it 100%. And sometimes it's hard having these conversations because when you speak the truth about something and you can put facts behind it, people will say you hating. Like, there's no hatred involved. Like, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, but if it's excuses that's being brought out, I'm going to call out the excuses. If it's some false stuff being said, I'm going to call it. I know some people are Wilder fans, and that's cool. Some people are Fury fans. That's cool. But I evaluate every situation the same. If it's facts, I'm definitely considering it. If you sound crazy, I'm going to tell you that you sound crazy. But Wilder's not doing himself any favors. Like, he was quiet for so long, and then when he came out and actually talked, he said things in the podcast that made you scratch your head. You understand what I'm saying? So I agree with Roy Jones 100%. We're going to see what Deontay Wilder does in the trilogy. That's going to be a little bit different. But again, with Deontay Wilder, what makes him so great, and people will call him a one-trick pony. You can call it what you want. You can call it what you want. But what makes Deontay Wilder great is he can land one right hand and he can send everybody home packing. And that's just what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.